Hey friends, I'm Ty.
Hi friends, I'm Jeff.
And this is
The O Friend
Podcast. The O
Podcast.
Friend Podcast.
What?
Y'all, we need intro music.
I know,
Come
I
on,
know.
ad-lib the what?
I know. Girl, I was about to go in.
I'm the one that actually wants to make us a beat, but we need more options.
Yeah, give us some
So
options.
if you guys want to, send us some intro music, some beats, any producers out there, hit us up at the ofriendpodcast@gmail.com. But again, this is the O Friend Podcast, and we're going to get started because there's some shit to talk about today.
Girl, the girls were ghetto.
Let's just start with
The
our
girls were
mental
ghetto.
health check-in.
Yes.
Let's keep it cute. We're going to start with our mental health check-in.
Okay, let's start with our mental health check-in, where we rate how we're feeling from a 1 to 5.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I'll start because I did not. Usually I think about what I'm going to rate myself, but I didn't think about it at all before I started this.
Okay.
I'm a 4.
Yes, 4.
I'm a
Wait,
4.
is this week 3?
It's like week 4, I think.
Yes,
I've been
fine.
this is like such a great consistent 4, and I've been really, like I said every week, I've been really fighting for this. Oh, I remember now. I know you guys asked me about, I asked myself. I asked you guys if I should talk about like how therapy went, and I'll talk a little bit about it because as you know, I took some time off, as I said last week, and last week was my first time back on the saddle, and it was honestly really great. I think for my only tip right now when it comes to therapy, you can control how the conversation goes. You're basically paying for this session. Somebody's paying for this session. The therapist is getting paid, so you can control where you want to go with the therapy. What do you want to talk about, and what do you really want to get out of it? I think that's really what I learned.
I love that.
Yeah.
Ooh, are we gonna start giving tips? Mental health
I
tips?
mean, I think we already do, girl.
Yeah.
I think we already do.
I'm in therapy. Okay.
We in therapy.
Merch coming soon.
So what are you?
I am a 4 too. I too am a 4.
Yes.
I think, to be honest, I ended last week in a state of worry. I think as a woman, we worry so much, and then add on being a Black woman at that. I think we're constantly in a state of just worrying about people we love, worrying about what's next, worrying about tomorrow. So I was in that space at the end of last week, but this week I made it a choice to make sure that I'm changing my language and how I speak to myself and of myself. So, instead of saying what I don't have or what I couldn't do, and, seeing the negative of something, I'm really changing that language, just saying, oh no, I'm good. I got it. Kind of what my Christian folks like to say, give it to God, give it to God kind of. So yeah, I'm just in that space, and it definitely has helped. So if any of you are in a state of worry or anxiety, because my anxiety has been at an all-time high, really changing our language and how we speak to ourselves is going to be so important. And it's easier said than done. But I have friends like Jeff who will stop me and I was on the phone with my mom today, and I think I was supposed to receive something, and it was a lot lower than what I thought it was going to be. And I said, damn, that fell short. And my mom was like, no, it didn't. Don't say that. This is a blessing. It's good. At least it's something. And it was just a reminder to, change our language and change how we see things. And that's helped me get to a 4. So I'm feeling amazing and looking better, period. So
That's amazing. I'm so
you,
happy for you,
friend.
friend.
Yay.
Yeah, I agree 100% with that. Like, changing your language is super important.
For
Like,
sure.
one of the things that I really learned when it comes to my mental health is I used to say I was broken and I need to be fixed. But really just simply changing that from I just need to be healed.
Yeah.
You really change how you really attack your issues.
Instead
You
of saying that you're broken. Exactly. Oh, look at us getting deep.
Yeah.
We might as well just be therapists.
Well, I don't know about all that, girl.
All right, y'all. Well, just like everything in life, we need some balance. And boy, oh boy, have y'all given us some things to talk about. Last episode, we talked about no fighting, and it looks like y'all didn't listen.
It looks like y'all didn't listen. It looks like y'all didn't listen at all.
Girl said, F that. You're going to catch these hands.
Yeah.
So with that said, we're going to dive right into our
He said,
She Said.
where we gossip like only two friends can.
Come on, commercial. All right, what are we talking about today, Jeff?
Okay, let's start right with it. Y'all know what we're here to talk about. I know what y'all here to talk about. The girls were not the girls.
The girl.
The girl. No, I don't want to shade him like that because I love Will. Okay, so they were fighting at the Oscars. They were fighting at the Oscars. Unless you live under a damn rock. I'm sure you've heard, but I'll just do a quick little recap of what happened just for the fun of it. Yep. As you know, the Oscars aired on Sunday. And we will get to Beyonce's performance.
Because that is what we should be focusing on.
We will get to that. We will. But let's start with the mess first. The mess that embarrassed the queen. Anyways.
Let me fix myself for this one.
So Chris was presenting an award at the Oscars. He wasn't even hosting. So he's presenting an award, and most comedians, they like to joke around at the award. So he said a joke concerning Will's wife, Jada. He called her G.I. Joe.
I'm sorry. She's not just Will's wife. She is the Jada Pinkett Smith.
Listen, I love Jada Pinkett Smith. Let's not do this. That is my girl.
We're going to classify her as
but I just said Will's wife because people may not know.
Because y'all been trying the queen, okay? That is a legend.
That is a legend.
Her, but go ahead.
I love Jada.
Go ahead.
Well, he said a joke about her calling her G.I. Joe. G.I. Jane, sorry. G.I. Jane. And Jada has alopecia. So she is pretty much, she had to shave her head pretty recently, and it's been a lot for her. She spoke about it pretty publicly. So Will took offense to it, and he pumped on that stage.
Let me tell you something.
And gave Chris a quick smack.
If that wasn't a pimp slap, I don't know
Pumped back to his feet.
Real fast, too.
And let that man know to keep his wife's name out his fucking mouth. Oop, I cussed.
Yeah, that's okay.
But he cussed too. And then he repeated it. Because Chris kept going. So he said, I said, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Only a legend can slap somebody on stage and then win an Oscar.
And 30 minutes later, he pumped on that stage and accepted his Oscar.
Only a true legend can do that, okay? Only a legend.
Pretty much.
Okay, what are your thoughts?
What are my thoughts? You want me to start?
You to start first.
Okay, so you guys are going to be shocked when I say this because maybe you'll be surprised, but as you know, I'm extremely nonviolent. But I'm extremely
He's
nonviolent
himself, but loves the violence. He loves the violence.
But I was so proud of Will for doing that. Because the way it was done was just so iconic to me.
A very iconic
like he just
moment.
sat back down in his seat and won his Oscar.
Yeah, he did.
He defended his wife's good name.
Yes, he did.
He made Chris feel small.
He did.
Just like Chris tried to make Jada feel.
He did.
With that trash ass joke.
He did. He did.
I don't see the issue.
Oh.
I think, yes, I am extremely nonviolent, but that's because in my life, and I'm going to get serious, I've witnessed so much violence that I hate seeing it from anybody.
God, you can't make a left turn that damn fast. Like, oh my God, wait.
I be gagging y'all, right? Y'all don't be ready for what I be going to say.
Oh my God. Okay, go ahead, Fred. I'm sorry.
Well, in my life, I've seen so much violence that I hate seeing it.
Yeah.
Because I've witnessed so much.
Yeah.
But I've witnessed real violence. I didn't witness somebody slap somebody. There was no blood. He was fine. He didn't tumble. He pretty much laughed it off. I don't think that's violence, and I don't consider that violence. So
Interesting.
I think a lot of people are overreacting. I've heard people call it assault. I've heard, I saw the LAPD released a statement, and the Oscars are thinking about the situation is under review.
Yeah, stupid. Yeah.
There have been people even talking about taking away his Oscar.
That's dumb. He got an Oscar. We all seen it. Whether you take it away or not, he got an Oscar.
I just don't see the big deal.
So it definitely was violence. And was it funny? Hell yeah. Was it shocking? Hell yeah. Should it have happened? I don't think so. I don't think that he should have slapped him, but I do think that he had a right to be upset. And I think that Jada had a right to be upset. And I think that Will is just motherfucking tired. He is so tired.
Yeah.
I think that the media has literally disrespected his family for so long and disrespected his wife for the last 3 years. Y'all called to all types of hoes and pedophiles and all different kind of things. And you know, I think he's tired and he has the right to be. I think that slap was to send a message for y'all to leave him and his family alone, for sure. And you know, Chris took it like a champ, because a lot of people are saying that, oh, what was Chris going to do? And I think that he is 1,000% a professional and was in shock. So maybe that's why he didn't react. But I also think that he understood, right?
Yeah,
This is a man defending his wife. Chris has history of making the Smiths a part of his jokes at the Oscars.
Yep.
So there is history there. We know how the Smiths feel about the Oscars. I believe that they were only there because Will knew that he, you know, had opportunity to win or was going to win. So we knew why he was there. And I just want to talk to the people. There's a couple things that I'm sick of people saying. And the first thing is, oh, well, he's a comedian. You choosing that profession doesn't exempt you from catching these hands. We have seen comedians catch these hands our entire lives. We've seen people get smacked, caught outside, cursed out, pulled up on from the beginning of time, because not everybody finds your jokes funny. And a lot of people are judging Will's reaction based on the type of joke or the actual joke. And I feel like, who are we to tell somebody what's a boundary, or who are we to tell someone what to be offended by? And y'all know I love comedians. Comedy is my favorite, you know, genre of film or TV shows. Like I truly love comics. It's all I watch a lot of the time. So I'm on the side of the comics to be able to be creative, but it doesn't mean that everyone is gonna like your joke. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't understand that sentiment. It's like, I think that comics pick and choose who to make jokes on, and I think there's a time and a place for certain jokes. If this was Chris's show, and you know, he just wanted to fly off and make these jokes, that's his creative space. He can do what he wants. But to use the Smiths, I think, and to use to make a joke, I don't think that he's meant it in a negative way, but it landed negatively, and the impact was negative, and I think that's the most important
how do you
part.
make a joke like that and not mean it in a negative way?
I mean, that's the argument, right? But
it was also the thing is also but the thing is also, when it comes to that, that wasn't even a pre-planned joke. He just did that off the cuff.
Ad-libbed, exactly.
So it seems like
hands.
I feel like there's something deeper that has been going on between Will and Chris that we don't know about.
Probably.
Because throughout the years, it seems like Chris has really shaded him in different ways.
For sure.
Like, even at once, there was a couple years ago, Will did a birthday post for his ex-wife, and Chris went under the Instagram comments and said, oh, I could never do that with, my wife would kill me if I ever did something like this. And it's like, why are you in Will's Instagram comments, Chris Rock? What?
I think everybody is in Will's comments. So,
but Chris Rock?
Yeah, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that I don't like that people are saying. The first thing is, oh, if it was The Rock, then he would have slapped him. If it was a white man, he wouldn't have slapped him. Well, the white men and The Rock aren't making alopecia jokes.
Exactly.
So I just feel like I hate when people like, y'all hypotheticals be reaching, and you know, everyone's like, oh, I feel like it's disrespectful for people to say, why would you pick on Chris Rock? He's so small. Y'all basically calling this man a punk ass bitch.
That's
His
what they said?
Yeah, people are like, oh, well, he's 90 pounds soaking wet, and you wouldn't do that to someone your size. Those are two grown ass men. Yes, Will is tall, but Will Smith is not stocky and muscular.
I think people be
like,
forgetting
cut it
though
out.
that Will is from Philly. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
like they be thinking this nice guy thing is just like come on now. He's been disrespected so much and been made to feel like he's the fool of Hollywood when he's actually the king of Hollywood.
I agree.
And he did what he had to do. He stepped into his power at the Oscars and did what he had to do and still got his Oscar and went home with his wife and children.
You know, I really hate to see it because I think they're both legends, Chris Rock and Will Smith and Jada. So I hate to see this type of confrontation. I really hated to see him slap. It was good TV, but I wish that he didn't slap him. That could have been a conversation in the back. But you can't tell people how to react. It's obvious that his emotions were high, and it's obvious that protecting his family is just something that he feels really strongly about. And I think people are taking, I seen 50-50, right? So I seen half of you really be like, you know what, good for him and you protect your wife. But then I seen people drag him whilst disrespecting his wife furthermore. So some people were like, oh, I think Plies said, I'm not defending nobody that's been effing another man. And it's just like, that's just so
Where's
disrespectful.
your wife, Plies?
I just have a question. Would y'all say that if Beyonce defended Jay-Z? Y'all picking and choosing what points to make. Like, did y'all say that Cardi B should never be allowed in another Met Gala? Like, y'all picking and choosing what arguments y'all choosing to make. Did y'all say that Solange can never be inside of an elevator again? Like that hotel, she can never be in there again. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like y'all picking and choosing. The man had a moment of an emotional moment, an emotional reaction, and he's human. This is one of the first times that we've seen him make a decision that we're like, probably shouldn't have done that. He's old, a fuck up, you know, and he apologized. I do think that he and Chris should have a conversation and they should apologize. But y'all reaching, and I bet nobody's gonna talk about his wife again, though.
I bet you not.
Y'all gonna keep
bet you not.
in your damn stand-up comedy shows, but y'all ain't gonna talk shit again.
I really hope that they do a Red Table Talk with Jada, Chris, and Will, and Chris apologizes to Jada, and then Will and Chris make up, and then everything's all great in the world.
So now I do think that an apology doesn't mean that your intentions were wrong, and I see people saying like, oh, well, Chris shouldn't have to apologize. It was just a joke. Again, you can't always hide behind it was just a joke.
Exactly.
And if his intentions weren't to hurt her, but it obviously hurt her, then there's an apology owed for hurting her, and I think or offending her if that wasn't your intention. And I do think that Will owes him and already apologized, but owes him an apology in person or to his face, call him whatever, for putting his hands on him because he definitely got bitch slapped. But can we just say, I feel like our parents have trained us on how to take a slap, because y'all ever got slapped by your mom or your dad and you know better than to hit them back? That was Chris on that damn stage. He just knew, you know what? That's a man that knows how to take a slap. And good for him for staying professional and keeping the show going. So good for him.
I mean, what else? Honestly, I'm
Team
Will on this. I'm Team Will on this. What else could Chris do? What else could Chris do?
Sure.
Will pumped on that stage, got him together and pumped right back in his feet. What could Chris do? Run after him?
No time to react.
Run after him? No.
He had no time to react. He's like, you gonna catch the slap and I'm walking away.
And you're gonna keep doing your job.
Yeah. And you know
while I get my Oscar in the next 20 minutes.
The audience reacted, right?
Yeah,
like,
the audience.
The audience
Oh, girl,
reacted.
you saw Lupita's face?
Lupita was like, child.
Lupita was like,
First of all, she
girl.
looked amazing. She looked absolutely
Girl.
amazing. Oh, stunning. She's
Beautiful.
so beautiful.
Lupita was like, girl.
But you
I
know-
wanted to see Jada's face though. Because
Yeah.
they were when he was going off on Christmas, I wanted to see what Jada was like.
Yeah. And then the last thing, people's lack of empathy for women. I think that there's a bigger issue here, and it's again people's lack of empathy for women. And I don't want to spend too much time on this because this is the topic of everybody's workplace, barbershop, hair salon. I've been hearing about this since it happened, and it's only
It's only like
beginning of the week,
yeah.
right? But I think there's a bigger issue here, and it's again the lack of empathy for women, because not just a joke, but everyone's response as a way to justify that she deserves such harsh criticism and jokes, and bringing up August Alsina, like the fiasco or the entanglement that happened between them has anything to do with this woman's medical condition or her deserving this type of scrutiny. It's disgusting to see it. And it's furthermore why Will should be going on a slap tour, because there's a couple people that I can name that he needs to slap. He just probably hasn't been in the same room as them.
Yeah.
Some people are saying that she's controlling him and she's evil and she's a witch and all these
What is
crazy
wrong
things.
with people?
You guys are so weird, and this is
Yeah.
why I stay in the
Y'all are
house.
weird.
Y'all are a bunch of weirdos, and it's so
Y'all mad weird,
disgusting. They're disgusting. I respect both families, and I wish them the best, and I wish for healing for both of them. But I'm here for Will Smith's slapping tour.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that this doesn't get to the point where they start trying to take his Oscar away and doing all that craziness,
Yeah.
because it really was not, in my opinion, that serious where it required all of that.
Somebody take his slap,
I do
though,
want to
so
say,
I don't want to
if listen, if this happened at the BET Awards, would people be reacting the same way? Or if this happened at the Source Awards, would people be reacting the same way?
It's the white supremacy ingrained in us
Exactly.
all to want to behave a certain way in front of the white man.
We shouldn't care how we look in front of them.
Yeah, I don't. For sure.
They asked us to come to their show for their ratings. They asked the Queen Bee to open up their show for their ratings.
Great segue. Gosh, Beyonce, you never cease to freaking disappoint. You are just, the queen.
So the Queen ate it up. I wrote a couple notes.
Okay, class.
Real quick. I don't know if you guys know, but also Beyonce opened up the Oscars. She sang her song on the King Richard soundtrack for Venus and Serena Williams,
That
starring
yellow.
Will Smith, Be Alive. And she sang it in Compton at the tennis court that Venus and Serena played at when they were children.
Amazing.
And it was just an amazing, beautiful production. And it was, honestly, she never ceases to amaze me. She never ceases to level up. And I just can't say anything but glowing reviews of it. I love the green.
Who else can bring Compton to the Oscars?
When my
Like,
bitch said,
on.
when my girl said Oscars, tell them where you at. And they said, City of Compton.
Can we talk about the real Queen's cameo?
My bitch said, we performing at the Oscars in Compton.
Yeah, period. 'Cause
Period.
She gonna stay black. But can we
Period.
talk about Blue, the true queen in her cameo? Blue was doing those dances, okay? She better kill it. I'm here
Girl.
for Ivy.
Girl, first of all, when I was watching it, I didn't even realize that was Blue because it looked like a professional dancer.
Yeah.
So when I rewatched the episode, the performance, and saw that it was the one and only Blue Ivy Carter, not only did I gag, I was also in awe. How are you 10 years old and you already have a Grammy
killing it.
and have performed at the
At the
Oscars?
Oscars.
Who else is doing it? Who else is doing it?
You girls
My
can
girl
never.
My girl Blue walked into class on Monday and they gave her a standing ovation. They said, "We saw you last night, Blue. Great job.
Amazing. Amazing.
A Grammy award-winning Oscar performer at 10 years old. Only Blue.
Beyonce's aging backwards. It's not fair.
Beautiful,
Blue Ivy's
gorgeous.
incredible.
Her poses slayed me.
Are we surprised? And this is just another reason why. Don't y'all ever come for our queen.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
do it. Don't do it.
When you say, why are you so crazy? Why are you the Beehive? This is why.
This is why.
That performance
Because none
is
of your
why.
faves are doing it. And I'm
Never.
sorry to say, but
And
they
they can
aren't.
never.
Who is doing that?
They can
Who is
never.
doing this at this level? At this
Continue
point, she has
consecutively.
her background singers with the mic in hand and dancing at the same time. Most regular artists can't even do that. And you got your backup singers doing that.
She's
Your
amazing.
background singers and dancers doing that.
She's amazing. I'm just in awe. I'm in awe, and it was just so beautiful.
It was beautiful.
Samuel Jackson won his first Oscar, which is incredible. I'm a huge fan of
Questlove won his first Oscar.
It's just amazing. I think the Oscars were amazing. And
I think Beyonce had the girls feeling themselves.
Yeah.
And I think that, and I low-key blame Beyonce for Will feeling himself because Beyonce's performance gave us so much
blaming
life,
the queen.
helped us feel so black and proud that Will said, I am stepping on that stage and doing what I gotta do. What y'all gonna do? Kick me out? I'm winning the Oscar in 30 minutes.
period. And only legends can do it, okay? I love it. Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Love
What
it,
else we
love it.
talking about?
Did you get into Tiffany Haddish dragging that reporter though? Girl,
She should have. This is not a costume. I paid for this. It's not a costume. Why did she say costume?
She said, this is not a costume. I paid for this.
This is Dolce. What did you say?
This is an evening gown, darling.
Evening gowns all in.
She said,
Way to try.
she said, I want to do a lot before 50. And what are you doing?
And what are you doing?
I see you have
Why
no
are you
shoes on right now.
Why are you barefoot?
Where are your shoes? I'm jealous. I said, girl,
I loved it.
she dragged that
I loved
reporter.
it. And
That
in
reporter
case-
lady could not take.
And for my non-black listeners, that was shade. She was not really jealous
Of her not
that
wearing
she didn't
shoes
have
at the
That was shade.
red carpet of a Oscars
Because y'all
after
never have on
party,
shoes.
and you had the nerve to say that Tiffany Haddish had on a costume
And you have
when
on
you
no
have on
shoes.
no shoes
At a red carpet.
at a red carpet event.
Ghetto. Ooh, child the ghetto.
She dragged you, girl. I gagged. She ate you up. She left no crumbs.
She did. That was amazing. That was amazing. Well, speaking of fighting,
Oh.
you know they're airing that reunion.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
girl.
Was that the next topic?
It actually was. Thank you, girl. Save me
Speaking of
some
fighting,
time.
y'all over here trying to cancel Will, but clearly y'all like fighting. Clearly y'all love to see it because Zeus said we still airing that reunion, honey.
Zeus said, girl, we still gonna air that reunion. But also at the same time, they might get sued for $30 million. Amber
What's your
is
thoughts?
joining forces with the girls.
Wait, okay, guys. I have a confession to make.
Let's see.
My name is Ty, and I'm a hypocrite. Because since our last show, your girl has been watching Zeus nonstop.
Girl.
It is so bad that it's good.
Did you watch Bad Boys yet?
Not yet,
Okay.
because they really be fighting, and
They
I just
really be
cringe
fighting.
because
Last
like
night
the
was a
bloodshed.
mess.
But y'all, Zeus is so ratchet but good. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, I feel so guilty watching it, but oh my god, I kind of like.
So do you watch Jocelyn's Cabaret?
I did. I haven't got to Vegas yet. I'm still
Oh,
in
okay.
Atlanta.
Because I was gonna ask if you know these girls, because these are the people that's joining the lawsuit.
Okay, who?
It's gonna be Amber, as you know, and then it's gonna be Riri Odell,
Okay.
and then it's gonna be Lexi Blow,
Lexi Blow.
and
I
and then
should-
another person called Henny,
Wow. Wow.
and they are joining this lawsuit, girl.
You know-
So apparently, so Jocelyn's saying that this might be the last season of her Cabaret, and that she has another show waiting in the wings.
She said
At another network.
She's like, I'm not gonna stop her. The Puerto Rican princess ain't going down. Listen, like I said before, I think Jocelyn has been the same person since she's aired. I think since she's debuted on television, this is why she's been able to be popular, because of this really dramatic and I don't give a fuck kind of personality that we all have been entertained by. It's her man putting his hands on women that is like a huge no for me. So sue them, take
You
all
don't
the
think her
money.
Mortal Kombating that girl?
I mean, to be honest with you, the way that show is, the way that Zeus is, if you are signing up to be on a show on Zeus, you are signing up to fight. If there's no way, these girls know,
just think-
these people know what these shows are about. If someone said Zeus and you've seen Zeus before, you're signing up to fight. So if Jocelyn is fighting girls, they're signing up to do that. She's not the only EP that's fighting. Natalie Nunn, your girl Natalie been in a million fights and she's EP too. So stop it. It's the boyfriend, the husband, the fiance, the whatever, the pimp. I don't know. It's him fighting these girls that's like, enough. And that's the part where it's like, Zeus, you gotta step in and you have to speak out against that. But you also need to change the way that your security is allowing that contact for a good 15 seconds. That is gonna have to change for sure.
I just think that Jocelyn is out of control. Like comparing her to Natalie, I get it, but Natalie is not out of control in the same way that Jocelyn is. She was kicked off of Love and Hip Hop for a reason. She's banned from VH1 for a reason. She's about to be banned from Zeus for a reason. This is just going to continue to happen at the next network also.
All I'm saying
she's
is
ruining
keep that same
her
energy.
reputation, and I think she needs to really think about that, especially if it does end up at a new network, to really change
No one cares
how
about
she
Jocelyn's
behaves.
career. Stop it. Stop acting like we care. No one cares about her career. She can be out of control because we don't care. We never cared. We were entertained. It was entertaining. But what I'm saying is stop crucifying one person and not the same. Love Natalie Nunn, but girl, you be out there fighting. You EP fighting. In every episode, you was fighting. So stop it. It's just like y'all pick and choose when to be hypocrites. And I hate it. I can't stand it.
Natalie isn't putting people in the hospital. She's not jumping
That's
people
not
with
true.
her man.
And this
it's just
that's
it's
not
just
true. I
a lot.
watched her bang a little white girl's head on a table while fighting her. That was on the Baddies Conversation or something. She did that to that girl named Jada. Stop it. That is not true.
But the girl was attacking her.
That's not true. Natalie hit her first.
Oh.
And again, enjoy Natalie Nunn. Hey, bad bitch, enjoy her. But I'm just saying, you guys pick and choose who to go at.
I just think that what Jocelyn does is on a different level. She's out of control. That's why she was fired from Love and Hip Hop. She was out of control. They couldn't even handle her during the reunion.
I'm not debating that she's out of control.
It's on a different level than Natalie Nunn, and she's going to ruin her entire career if she continues doing this.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not denying that she's out of control. I'm just
you
saying
can't have
career.
this type of reputation where you can't even be able to film a reunion without it turning into mayhem.
What was Jocelyn's reputation before this?
When you get kicked off of Zeus,
exactly,
you know you have a problem.
Exactly, but that happened to VH1. So I'm just saying, that was their fault for bringing on the out of control person. Mm-hmm. But anyway, y'all know you're gonna watch the reunion because I am.
I know I am, girl. I'm not gonna lie. I want to see. I want to see this Mortal Kombat action. No shade.
The only thing that makes me feel less guilty is that I don't pay for Zeus. So as long as I'm not, contributing to it, but I am watching. It is a good key. It is.
Okay.
But no fighting, guys. Stop.
No fighting.
Stop fighting.
No fighting.
No fighting. What else are we talking about this week?
That's it.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you too can join the conversation and definitely add in the comments below. But first, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. That is at O Friend Podcast on YouTube, O Friend Podcast on IG, and all streaming platforms. And that's going to bring us into our next segment of the show, our friendship segment, where we dive deep in all things friendship and get some juicy topics for y'all.
What's tea today?
Well, this week we have friend mail. So exciting. Y'all like us or whatever.
Oh, whatever.
We have friend mail. Okay. So this one's really quick. I did have to edit because baby girl was talking a lot. She did ask to keep her anonymous.
Okay.
So first she started off saying some really great things about us. So thank you so much, my love. But the email goes, hi, Ty and Jeff. My birthday is in a few months and planning something to do has stressed me out so bad. I want to go away, but I just realized I don't really have friends. Before the pandemic, I was a true introvert. Now it's even worse. That's real. Yeah. Oh, friend.
Oh, friend. You
But-
have two friends with us.
But she goes, okay, calm down. But she goes, but I want more friends now. Friends that I can plan trips with. You know, like the clips you see on social media. Where is a good place to find friends? How do you guys find new friends if you do?
Aw. Oh, this is so sweet.
Signed anonymous. Yeah, this is I what I loved about this email is that it's a real thing, and I know
Yeah.
a lot of people that can relate to this for sure. So yeah, where do you find friends? What's a good place to find friends?
Lately, girl, I'm not gonna lie. Instagram has been my go-to for everything.
Really? To find friends?
It's been my friend finding app, my dating app. It's really been a great go-to for that. But yeah, Instagram has really worked with that because honestly, with Instagram, you can like see other people's interests. And be connected through other people's interests and mutual followers and mutual likes.
Okay.
So you end up knowing that you would get along with them if you met them in person.
Okay.
So so that's been really great lately. Also, just going to the bar. But I say Instagram because you said that you want friends like you see on social media. So clearly you are on social media. Hold on. I need a name for her.
Ashley. I'm feeling Ashley. No, too basic.
Too basic.
Okay.
Let's call her Becca.
Okay. Okay, Becca. Sure. Sure. Beck.
Yes, my girl Beck. Yes, Beck. Okay. So Beck.
That's how she could find new friends. Okay, well, I'm a bit old school. I'm not really tapped into social media like I should be.
Tap in.
Yeah, no, I like to just go outside and not being afraid to take the initiative to either compliment or, start a conversation. I do that all the time. I love to have a group of women around me. So I'll be the first to just take the initiative to talk. If I see a group of girls and I'm like, oh my gosh, they look so fun and so pretty. Like, say it, I think
Yeah.
especially for women, we tend to kind of like be shy. To connect or initiate that conversation, and it can be really scary, especially if you're an introvert.
So are you the initiator when it comes to like meeting people in conversations?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm a little bit of both. So I'm an introverted extrovert or extroverted introvert, whatever you want to say. So I guess I got to be in the mood, to be honest, that Gemini flame. But yeah, I initiate conversations for sure. For sure.
Yeah, I've definitely seen both sides of you. Definitely when it comes to that.
Yeah.
But I do see you initiate conversations more.
Yeah.
I think when we're together, it's pretty easy for us to initiate a conversation with people
Yeah.
because we are able to feed off each other. So it's
Yeah.
actually a lot of fun.
Yeah. I would say go to a local bar or outing or whatever, and maybe go there frequently, so then you can begin to build a rapport with maybe like your favorite bartender
Yeah,
there or
exactly,
whatever.
yeah.
So then the next time you go there by yourself, you kind of like are not really by yourself because you have that little bartender friend, and then maybe that conversation can open other conversations.
Yeah.
Smiling always helps.
Making
That's
eye
really-
contact helps a lot,
eye
too.
contact is really inviting. But I did pull up on Bazaar. They have a list of apps to find friends. There's an app called Yubo. I don't know what that is,
Yubo.
girl. There's an app called Meet My Dog.
Oh,
You know what? Babies and pets are
That's
good
true.
ways to like.
that's
meet
true. If you
people.
get a
So
maybe
that is
get a
true.
dog. Once you start walking the dog, maybe
Yeah.
you'll meet another dog lover.
There's an app called LMK. Let me know.
I think that's a Snapchat thingy.
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
There's an app called Bumble BFF.
I've heard of that one.
Y'all really be on apps finding friends. This is so strange to me. There's an app called Wink. There's an app called Hey Vina. I'm not going through all these apps.
And
y'all.
also, one of my suggestions would be do things that you love. Like if you like to do yoga, if you like to work out, if you like to go to the movies, if you like to go to the museum, or if you like to go to music concerts. I've met friends going to music concerts alone, and friends that I still am friends with to this day. I've met some great people. So do what you love, because if you go do what you love, and you'll find other people that love the same thing, and it will be easier to become friends with people who you share the similar interests
That's
with.
such a good point.
Yeah.
Have you ever, sorry, before I dive in, I think this is a great topic. So I want to ask, have you ever had trouble finding friends?
Yeah, I definitely have had trouble finding friends in the past. And I think it was just me self-sabotaging myself. At a time when I did not have the confidence that I have today.
Come on.
I didn't think I had much to offer as a friend.
Oh.
Or like I didn't feel like I was interesting enough to be a great
real.
friend, or everybody have their own insecurities.
Yeah.
But once I got past that,
Yeah.
I definitely realized that I can be a great friend, and I am a great friend, and I have friends around me that I didn't even think about are my friends at the time, because I was so in my own head.
Yeah. Mine was the opposite. I never had trouble making friends. I think, again, like I've always had an outgoing personality, and always, it was easy to initiate conversation. I love mental stimulation. So it's easy for me to initiate a conversation. I think I've had trouble maintaining friendships because I go into these moments where I don't really want to talk. So you might not hear from me for a couple weeks, or I'm not a great texter. Anyone that texts me or DMs me, y'all know, like, y'all probably hate me. I'm not a good texter. I'm talk to me on the phone, or come over, or let's hang out, and then give me a couple weeks to myself, and then I'll come back in. But not a lot of people are receiving in that way, especially at the beginning of a friendship. It may send the wrong message. So I definitely have had trouble maintaining friendships. Nothing bad. There's still people that I'm like, we're great friends, but it's been maintaining those substantial friendships for sure. And I think that's why our friendship is so beautiful, because you get that part of me.
Yeah.
So I don't have to explain myself or feel like obligated to communicate with you, or feel guilty when I don't, So I think our own emotions definitely play a part in our friendship.
I think Ty is the only person, and people who know me know this, is the only person that I know who I do not get upset at, who does not respond to my text messages. There are so many people that I know who I be dragging if they don't respond to my text. But with Ty, I know her so well, and we know each other so well that it doesn't bother me, because I know.
Not respond to text messages.
I just get it. I just get it.
About me, it's like I respond in my head, and then I close the app. Okay. Do you feel good about the friendships, whether it be the amount of friendships or the nature of the friendship? Do you feel good about the friends that you have in your life right now? Or do you want more friends, like our listeners?
I think I definitely want more friends, but I feel good with the friends I have right now, in terms of, I feel like it's all healthy relationships. And I think that's all you want out of a friendship, just to have a healthy relationship and have open communication. So, but I do want more. I think everybody wants more friends.
Yeah.
I think everybody wants more friends.
Yeah, some people say no new friends. I'm not really into no new friends. Like I'm okay with meeting new people.
Me too.
I think I resonated with our listener of like someone, like, a group of friends that you just always travel with and things like that. That always seems fun. I too feel okay with the friendships that I have in my life right now, and the quantity of the friendships that I have in my life right now. But I could definitely, I think we talked about this. We could definitely use more friends. And it's been fun kind of finding new friends too.
Yeah, it's been a blast actually.
Yeah.
It's
When
been
you
really fun.
when you stop equating your own like value as a person to your ability to meet new people, I think that's when you'll be able to have more confidence of actually putting yourself out there and meeting new people. Because
That's
if you
a word.
don't,
That was
it doesn't
beautiful.
mean that you're less than a person,
Yeah.
right? So, Becca, you are not less than a person.
Becca, you are amazing,
yes,
girl.
you're amazing. You can go out and find new friends.
And your
for
name
sure.
is Fire.
Yeah.
Fire. Your name is Fire.
Your fake name is Fire. Go outside more. Y'all need to go outside a little bit more. And if you're an
We
introvert, it's
outside,
okay.
girl.
Go to the library. Meet
We
in front of the
open. We
library.
outside.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, that was our friendship segment.
We hope you liked it.
Yeah, you too can send us some friend mail at ohfriendpodcast@gmail.com. That is ohfriendpodcast@gmail.com. And then ohfriend podcast on all social media and streaming platforms. All right, well, we're going to go into our last segment of the evening before we get out of here. And that is
In our
city. All right, so in our
Yes.
city, oh my gosh,
What's
forgive
tea?
me for not pulling it up.
What's tea in the
But
city,
there
girl?
is
What's tea in the city?
in New York right now,
Mm-hmm.
a skyscraper is in the works.
Okay, a skyscraper.
Yeah, it's gonna be, they say, the tallest skyscraper. And it is the Affirmations Tower. And this is going to be Black owned and Black built. So it's so exciting. It's said to be one of the tallest skyscrapers in the Northeast. And yeah, it's just exciting for it to be Black owned for sure and Black built by Black developers. I think it's really great.
That's super amazing.
Yeah, sorry that I don't have all the information pulled up, but it said they say it'll take about 3 years. And they actually did an interview on the Breakfast Club too.
Oh, really?
So,
the
yeah.
are the architects
Yeah,
of the
yeah. So
skyscraper?
check that
Why
out.
is it called affirmations? Do you know what it does? It have like affirmations on the building itself?
I think they're like setting the intention.
Mm.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it's definitely deep because it's the first Black built. So I think that's where the name comes from. It's gonna be in Hell's Kitchen. It is set to be built by 2025. Excuse me.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's not
so
too
really
long. That's 3
exciting.
years.
Yeah, and it's supposed to have like a little restaurants at the top, office spaces, a rooftop, open to the public. Some really fun stuff. So I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Yeah. And then lastly, can we just talk about New York music right now? Can we just talk about Nicki and the music she's been putting out? And those features
My
have
girl,
been
Nicki.
amazing.
My girl, Nicki.
I have We Go Up on repeat. That song is so fire. So I just love the New York sound right now. That Joe sound is fire. And I'm always excited about New York artists coming out with new music. So it's been really great.
Yeah, I think music is just perfect right now, and I just feel like something's coming.
Yeah.
I feel like something's coming.
Yeah.
I think I said a little bit of that last week, and I can feel
You
it.
think Beyonce gonna drop something?
Okay, I didn't want to say it, but April is 4, and 4 is her favorite number, and she usually likes to drop things around April.
I just gotta keep
and
my feelings ready.
my girl during that performance looked like she was back. That body was snatched.
That body, that wig,
The
everything.
lace sitting.
Everything. What lace?
Exactly. What lace?
What lace?
What lace?
No, it was amazing. You have anything for In Our City?
No, girl.
Anything you seen this? No, girl.
No, girl.
You
No,
didn't see
not
nothing?
really. No, I don't really have anything for In Our City. Y'all have been really keeping it cute with everything open, so I really appreciate that from
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, for sure. But do you think COVID is over? I feel like people still been getting sick. There's a new strain. They
Yeah.
shutting China down. So I don't know.
We'll see what happens, girl. But right now, we outside.
We outside.
We outside.
All right, y'all. Well, that was In Our City.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have anything to add, that's gonna wrap up our show.
No, that's it.
All right, y'all. Well, again, friends, I'm Ty.
And I'm Jeff.
And this has been
The O Friend Podcast. Bye, guys.